Hello,
Hello.
Internet.
Hello, world.
It is just the three of us today. Well, three players.
You mean four?
Four of us. Shut up. I don't count. All right. So it's just gonna be Megan and Will and Dane running the show for now because Carissa had emergency
just real life
brother photos and
don't worry about
Emergency
it.
photography.
Ian
Just
had,
real life stuff.
Ian had to go to the moon to reserve something. So
Yes.
Visit his girlfriend.
what? Sorry.
Visiting his girlfriend.
Yeah. No, that's rough, buddy. So
Well, actually, this is a real problem he has. He's just trying to reclaim all of his stolen hoodies.
oh yeah, they're all on the moon actually.
It's a quest.
That's-
He has lost more hoodies than I can count.
That's
Wow.
impressive.
By which I mean people have stolen them.
Ah,
Of course.
I mean that's basically the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So, where we left off last time. Wow, that's loud.
Wow. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Anyway, where we left off last time, the party, now known as the Stormcrows, still getting used to that, had traveled all the way to the city of Bluevale, the dwarven, nearly completely underground city ruled by many factions, in order to take care of a friend of theirs, a new friend of theirs, Singh, who is the brother of Tacy, a shopkeep they made friends with some time ago. In arriving in the city and discovering that apparently the cure to this disease, known as Biafakax, was kept within the Grotto, a small cave, relatively small, run and protected by the Order of the Iron Mouth, a mysterious order of dwarves that do not speak aloud while on duty. After entering the grotto and encountering the mysterious...
God damn it. I'm sorry. I forget that it's my phone. I moved my phone.
Anyway, the mysterious interred, as he called himself, and despite the only instruction meeting him being to not look at him, Nissa...
I think not despite, because of.
Yes. Nissa,
Yeah.
your warlock
Really.
friend, decided to look at him and, having a +2 intelligence, rolled a natural 20 to beat the 22 DC of resisting madness. Yes, afterwards, the party kind of had at least most of them, had a kind of heart-to-heart talk with Aridin about his recent, interpersonal issues. And, more, just having a bit of a drinking party, to be honest.
Yeah.
Afterwards, the party slept in the top of one of the rooms in Dwygan's Ale Hall, and that's where we left off last time. So, as you three separately awake in your own rooms, what do you want to do?
Breakfast.
Yep.
I assume you're paying for breakfast, so that'd be
Not if they'll let me cook.
you won't fit in the kitchen.
Then yes.
So yeah, it's gonna be like a silver each.
Cool.
So yeah, you all head downstairs to the tavern. You also notice Nissa and Zephyr have not come down yet.
Aridin wouldn't really be paying much attention. He'd be just digging into the breakfast.
Alright.
I have an important question. Does anyone know how to change which microphone you're using on the mobile app?
You go to your settings, and then you change the microphone.
I didn't see it in there. I might just be missing it. I might be dumb, but I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that on mobile.
Because would it be under voice settings or something similar to that, like capture usually?
Possibly.
But like, I don't. There's no capture setting, and it's not under voice. Not that I can see.
Yeah, I don't actually see it either, but I don't usually have more than one microphone plugged into my phone, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not bad on my phone microphone. I mean, you can all hear me as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
It's just that if I ever move my phone, or if I like drop my phone, which is super likely tonight because it has to be plugged in, it's gonna be really loud.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to avoid that.
How do you usually have it set up?
Well, I usually just use my phone mic. It's just usually my phone is not at super low battery, and I can put it somewhere where I won't need to move it and it won't fall.
Well, you could just mute yourself before you move it.
Yeah, but
where's your charger?
If I'm thinking about it, well, my charger's like, I have a 6-foot charging cord, but it's on the other side of me, and yeah, the charging cord's not going to be able to move much. I've got one outlet in my entire room.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Yeah, it sucks. I hate this, but whatever. I'll figure it out. I'll just have to try to remember to mute before I move anything.
Okay.
If I don't, just remind me.
Okay.
Just try to find an excuse to hang up by the power cord.
Well, I am by the power cord. It's just that the way, like, it's right next to my desk, but in order for it to reach to my phone and not have to be across my torso, my phone has to be, like, on the edge of my desk.
Oh.
It should have enough room. It's just the cord is where if I don't think and I turn my chair, I'll pull it. So I just gotta be careful.
Alright. So you all sit there, and after about 30 minutes, you've all managed to get your food. There's not a lot of people in here this morning. Ugh. They're all just getting ready for the day. Some of them are staying upstairs and look like travelers, make their way out pretty quickly. What would you all like to do?
So, where are we going now? Now that we don't really have anything in front of us.
Well, Pablo, you had something to say?
I was just, I don't know what we're doing now.
Well,
Any idea where... Yes?
The city for a little while longer. I like it here, and if I could make a little bit of money, I'd love to go over and see what I could get my hands on, or at least what I could mess around with over where the Smiths work. I was wondering about perhaps picking up a very simple job in the city.
Yes, maybe see if anyone needs anything strange or eldritch dealt with, perhaps.
Yes, something like that, or dealing with some sort of monster, or something simple, just nothing too complex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if we're all agreed on that, if we're all interested in that, we could simply start out checking in with the guard, or seeing if there's something like a bounty board or something like that.
I mean, I would imagine the tavern keeper knows something.
Good point.
Yeah, probably.
Place like this, you hear gossip?
Who wants to ask?
Aridin is, he's probably been, he knows Pabu's quiet, and from the sounds of it, Mord doesn't really want to, so he just says, I'll do that. It's fine.
Thank you.
All right, so Aridin will get up and walk over to the bar.
All right. You see the same woman from the night before, who is currently looking a little sleepy and trying to pass out some more breakfast and talking to somebody before they turn around and head to their table. Yes, what can I get you, sir?
Once you're done serving them, just wanted to ask around about where one might find information here.
Information? Of what kind?
Well, we're adventurers. We
Oh, I know.
take care of problems, and we're sort of without a problem right now.
Ah, you're looking to get yourself into some trouble, eh?
Hopefully, ultimately resulting in someone getting out of trouble, but yes.
Sits there for a second, look kind of thoughtful. Trouble in the city, eh? I mean, there's all sorts to that. Although, based on the way you all look, I'm guessing fighting is more your situation.
I would say we are fairly good at that.
Well, I did hear, now that you mention that there was a bit of a problem in the clanless territories recently. I don't know how much people are going to care about that, but how much pay you'd get for it, but that's certainly trouble.
The clanless territories?
Aye. There's these networks of caverns and tunnels that are outside the Bronze Garden, where the banished, the exiled dwarves go, who have been banished from their clan for whatever reason. It's sort of a hotbed of criminal activity, so I hear.
Mord is like just close enough to be listening in, but not seem like he's entirely involved.
So basically, out of character, you're saying this is Australia?
Imagine if Australia was underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, the spiders are still the same size.
Yeah, probably. Probably no kangaroos, though. Probably.
They just have goblins instead.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be able to find something over there if you're looking for trouble, but I don't know that getting paid that much, short of what you might find out there.
Oh, so that would be just wandering into gang activity, basically.
Oh no, there's far more than that over there.
You're just making this better and better.
But I mean,
So,
we're looking for
just wandering
proper...
into gangs, right? Well, no, there's more crime than that.
Well, there's far worse than crime in the clanless lands. But if you're looking for paid work, it's going to be a little difficult to find any that isn't going to put you in a new position. Catch my meaning?
Oh?
Working for one clan will catch the attention of all the others. It's a bit tricky to stay neutral, but that's what we do here in the Four Corners.
I see. No rumors of rampaging beasts, or...
Oh, rampaging beasts, we got plenty of those. I'd imagine if
What
you go over
kinds?
to the Battle Rights, they have all sorts of contracts out for dealing with things like that.
The Bathorites?
The Battle
Oh, no.
Rights.
The,
Battle rights. Ah.
Clan Battle Right own the Bronze Garden territory.
Alright.
They tend to handle situations like that. Or if you're looking for dealing with something a little more... I suppose most of the underground contracts are usually handled by the folks in the Earnhold, ones that manage the mines.
Ah, that sort of underground. I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh no. No, I don't deal in anything like that. That's none of my business.
So the battle rights and...
Battle Rights and the folks in the Earnhold, Dwindle Hearts, folks like that.
Alright.
Silver Hands.
Well, thank you. That's
course, of course.
very useful.
Oh, I suppose in, actually, come to think of it, I did hear there was another problem of a similar nature down in, Layer 13, but gotta get special clearance to go down there, so that's a bit of a high-paying, dangerous endeavor, I'd imagine.
How far down is layer 13?
Oh, it's down in, I've never been down there myself, but that's sort of, still under development. It's,
So who would we talk to about that?
Well, one of my regulars comes in here all the time. He's Ninkstone, one of the sort of, you know, administrative types.
Might I ask, did you hear any specifics about what this problem was?
Oh no, I don't deal in anything like that. I just heard it was a little bit contentious down there right now. They're trying to deal with anything that might have already been living down there.
So less in the realm of disagreements over who can do what, and more in the realm of something might be eating people.
I mean, I don't know about eating people, but they definitely will try it.
What?
I mean, all sorts of things live down below us in the earth, and when you're trying to carve out a new layer for people to live on, well, some things get a bit testy about the territory.
All right.
You know,
That's-
it's,
I don't know how the others of you feel, but that's something we could look into.
Yes,
So,
that does sound
the
interesting.
battle right contracts also do sound fairly straightforward, and I've heard good things about the clan.
well,
I think we should talk this over between ourselves, but thank you so much for your information.
of course, if you're looking to deal with the Sector 13 stuff, getting hired for that kind of thing can be a little bit challenging. But I'd imagine if you were to find your way over to the Rainworks, you could ask for Gurad Inkstone.
Rainworks.
The Rainworks, yeah. Over on the western side of town, they tend to, well, keep us supplied with rainwater and things like that. Gathering-
Rainwater?
Oh yeah, we don't have a lot of sources of water down here. No underground rivers or anything. So we tend to collect rainwater off the surface.
Oh, rainwater.
Aye.
I was just
What do you
waiting
think I
for that
said?
because I heard Dane say brain water.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh,
Yeah.
aye. The Rainworks. You're looking at me like I'm crazy, lad. What's the problem?
Never mind, I misheard you. Never mind.
Yeah, just go over to the Brainworks to get some brain water. I mean, if we were living in an Illithid city, then
Oh god.
Oh yeah, just go down to the
Right.
Brainworks. I'm sure they'll
Yeah.
they'll hook you up.
they're the best restaurant in town.
They will
What was,
definitely hook
what
you
was the
up.
name?
Huh?
What was the name of the person we should be asking
Yeah, I
for?
was about to write that
Gurad Inkstone.
Guurad. Gurad Inkstone.
down. That is not how stone is spelled.
And sorry,
You
he was
said-
where?
2 U's?
Apparently works down at the Rainworks, and is the regular she mentioned. And
Okay.
complains about Layer 13 all the time.
I see.
You guys have through street signs would know that most of the city lies on I believe it's Layer 2, yeah.
Okay.
Ah, well, thank you very much for the information. We'll definitely follow something of that up.
Good luck, Stormcrows. Come back anytime. Still got that token of yours.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good day. Y'all heading
Good
out?
day.
Well, so I'll leave a gold on the counter for that.
All right. So you guys going outside, or you going back to your table?
Oh,
Yeah,
we
we should
go.
probably sit at a table first.
I mean, presumably Pahu's still sitting down. We're not just gonna walk out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bye, Babu. Have fun.
Great, Mord, we've got our job. Let's get going.
Abandon Pavu in a socially awkward situation. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Jeez. So
Who
we'll
needs
go
the
back to
other paladin
Pavu.
or the druid? Let's just go solo whatever's living down there.
Yeah,
Two of us.
that'll work out.
Great idea.
So yeah,
Anyway.
we'll walk back over to Pavu. We've got a couple of leads.
Oh, for work?
Yes, hopefully shorter affairs of varying danger levels.
And varying pay
Okay,
levels from what I heard.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't.
Where's Nissa?
Oh, good question. You sh-
Zephyr. Zephyr's gone too.
Yes,
Oh,
let's
I think Zephyr's still asleep. I heard him snoring in there, but
let's
this could be anywhere.
let's go wake them up and see what they'd like to do.
Yes, I'll get Zephyr.
All right, I'll go over and find Nissa. So I
So-
presume Eridan's
You do
Eridan's
not-
gonna.
Just really quick here, I want to just mention from personal experience. When Mord goes to wake Zephyr, Zephyr starts awake and just sits straight up in his bed. possibly just like Ian at all times for no apparent reason. And then instantly lays back down, but is awake, and will come downstairs and get breakfast in a minute.
Aridin finds no Nissa in her room. And
Yeah,
it's
I was
not-
literally just gonna
yeah.
narrate that. I was gonna say, Aridin
Yeah.
finds nothing.
And it's not particularly unusual, so you guys don't like. I mean, it's not. If you find almost anyone else, if anyone else in the party was missing with no explanation, people might freak out. But Nissa missing, it's like, she just left early. She just does that.
It's
In
usually,
fact, we might be more worried if she like left a note.
Yeah, that would be weirder.
Yeah.
Like, something must be wrong. She left a note.
Or like she was kidnapped or something, you know? Like that's
Yeah.
where I would go. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, no. If it was done kidnapped her, but there's time to out, you just left. This is normal.
She'll probably be back later today.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wow.
What?
Nissa is the Yasha of this group.
Yeah.
She leaves without explanation. She's dark and spooky and goth, but also really friendly. Yeah, it works.
Yep. Pretty much. Although she doesn't go off for sessions at a time.
No, that's true.
yeah. Fun fact: the "You Killed Kenny" gag from South Park originated because they went to school with a kid named Kenny who would just like be absent randomly, sometimes for a couple days at a time, and then he'd just come back and no one would ever comment on it. So
I see.
that was the entire basis of the gag.
That's really good, actually. I
Whoa.
love that. Wow.
So you
Okay,
reconvene at
so-
the table.
I don't think we need to use this whole thing in character, but like, job are you guys more interested in? I think we could get like a battle right contract could be interesting, but that's also likely to get us involved in clan politics. Which,
Yeah, very possibly, as with the other one with the Dwindle Hearts, but it didn't sound like those jobs were as risky in terms of politics. But yeah, the one in the Rainworks, probably from a metagame perspective, it sounds like a good pursuit and fight.
Yeah, it's and even based on some stuff that was said in game, less meta-y, sounded like the pay was going to be pretty good for the danger level.
Yeah,
And well, I
Yeah.
think any job is likely to get us involved in some clan politics.
yeah,
That one
Most
seems more like
likely.
one that all the clans would be behind. Is expansion.
yeah.
Yeah, and whichever one. I lost where I wrote it down, but there was the one clan that doesn't like the Dragonborn, and it might have been.
I think it's the Dwindle Heart.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So when
Right.
it said that, that's not what we want to work for.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, so yeah, we could ask at the battle rights, and then if nothing there that seems like a fairly opportunistic job comes up, go to the Rainworks.
And that's the other
Sure.
thing where we probably want to do both, because the way that the contracts the battle rights have probably work, they're probably not exclusive.
Yeah.
So we could probably
Yeah.
just pick one up if we want it, and then if we don't end up doing it, it's not a big deal.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, so we're going to go to the battle rights first.
So you're heading back to Bronzeguard.
Yep.
Mm,
You guys open the door out and head out into the streets of Bluevale.
I don't like that laugh.
What laugh?
It sounded like there was a laugh at the end of that sentence. Just a small one.
I will neither confirm nor deny. Doing some adjustments here. Okay, so you head out into the streets.
Adjustments.
Presumably Zephyr has caught up to us by now.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And you guys still have your map handout if you need it.
I got it right here.
Cool. So, yeah, you guys.
Oh, of course the battle rights have the College of Evoking.
Yeah.
The College of what?
Evoking. I'm assuming evocation
Oh,
magic.
yeah.
They
And
have
actually,
the College of blowing stuff up.
it's actually a joint effort because Bronzegarden, as you guys have heard, Bronzegarden is owned and operated mostly by the battle rights, but a large portion of it is also run by the Sparkborns, which are the sorcerer types who own the Scarlet Tower. And they're like,
Right.
they're pretty good magicians, apparently. From what you
Yeah,
remember.
Aridin actually was curious about there was mention of unrestricted or undisciplined magic here.
Oh yeah.
So that's a phrase that catches his ear.
Yeah, you've heard of multiple places that, sound sketchy, like the Sanctum of Sparks, the Scarlet Tower, the Planetarium, the School of Evoking are all, like, magical places that, assumedly, people just built and no one said anything about it.
Yeah. So if I see any signs for those places on the way, let me pull open the map.
Well, we're gonna walk right past the Scarlet Tower.
And you also already know where the Planetarium is, because you see it every time you've been walking past here.
Yeah. One sec. Trying to get
Yeah.
the
That's
map.
probably
What's
more...
I can't quite read it. What's that triangular building right outside the Bronze Gate?
Triangular... Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the, that's like another ale house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't quite read the name on it. It's small.
Yeah, it is.
I think that's the Chamber of Sparks.
Oh, yeah, it's
right there.
It's Poe's Ale House. That's what it's called, right?
Ah, okay.
And yeah, there's
Okay,
a lot of these things on this map are not labeled great, but I make them while I'm doing other things. So,
That one to the right of the gate, the Dead Bell.
yes.
Okay. Is that another like alehouse or inn or what?
You're not sure what that is. You've never been there, and it doesn't have a self-explanatory name on it.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Passing by the Scarlet Tower, what does it look like?
Oh, yeah, you've seen this. Well, you haven't actually reached the gate yet, as you guys aren't
Oh, okay.
aren't permitted to enter necessarily. You're gonna have to ask.
Oh, wait, was that the Witch Embassy?
Yes, that's the Witch Embassy. It's this large, curling, kind of weirdly. It looks almost like a tree in its shape, in that it has like a tree without branches. In that it's very organically kind of curves to one side to another as it goes up towards the ceiling. It's the spire of dark rock with red. The occasional flurry of red energy around the outside of it, and it has many long, large balconies.
Right.
So that flying things or people may land on them and enter from the top without having to
Yeah,
go
we
through
saw a group or flock of
Yes.
flying people.
a flock of peoples. Yes. You also have not been in Fortune Slope before, as it's kind of closed off to most people.
What is that? Fortune Slope, you said?
Bottom right.
Oh,
it's-
that whole area, right.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Oh, yeah, that's like the palace and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're heading in the direction of
The gate.
the gate, and as you reach kind of the corner where that little well is, where you can see before you the large bronze gates, which are open, but there are very few people moving in and out at a time. It's like a proper little line to get in and out, and there are two dwarvish guards on either side, and they both are wearing full plate and have halberds.
Wow. All right.
Flashbacks.
Oh, God, yeah.
So you guys just gonna head up?
Yeah. Aridin will step forwards and just wave a hand. Hello.
Stop! Who goes there?
The Stormcrows.
The Stormcrows! And what business do the Stormcrows have in Bronze Garden?
We're looking to pick up a contract, if there are any available.
Oh, a contract! Oh, these folks like to fight. Let's see. It's going to be 10 gold for y'all to enter for the day.
10 gold? Why
Aye.
is there an entry fee here?
It's 10 gold for a party adventurer such as you. Can sign
I
you
want
in
to
for
look
the
around. Does it look like anybody else is paying to get in?
day. You look around, make a perception check.
Forgotten my bonus. It is 4. That is a 21.
You occasionally will see people, you notice usually most of the dwarves don't seem to be paying, but there are some other people that have large carts that appear to be paying small handfuls of coins.
Right. Does it look like it's anywhere near 10 gold worth?
Hard
Any
to
of
tell
them?
from here. I mean, 10 gold is still like a handful, so
Yeah.
hard to tell.
I lean into Eridan. They might be just trying to get money out of us. This might be legitimate. We can't quite tell. Some people with large carts are paying, but most of the
Well-
pedestrians and dwarves don't seem to be.
Well, he's got his hand out.
So are you just doing this because you assume we don't know better?
No! You're entering Bronze Garden with drawn weapons. Outsiders, the Stormcrows. You have a reputation to uphold.
A reputation of easily giving up coin.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh boy, guys. Why am I doing this?
You decided
Because
to
I rolled a
talk.
natural 20.
Of course you did.
So that's a 19.
Of course you.
Well, it's better than if I did it.
Yeah.
That's fair. Only by 1 point.
Fine. There's only 4 of you. I'm sure I can make something work. Let's see here. Rates for adventure.
Look, and I'm just
8 silver for the day. No.
8
all right.
silver. There we go.
Yes, that sounds much better. I
I can
say
pull some
pointedly looking at-
strings.
Thank you.
Look,
Pulls
just
out his hand.
And I'll hand him a single gold piece.
yeah. I hand
Punch his
him
fist.
another.
Clutches his fist. Thank you kindly. Good luck in there, Stormcrows. Don't get yourselves killed.
Yeah,
course not.
thanks.
A good day.
You walk inside.
There we go. I was 100% sure, out of character, they were definitely making us pay more than we should have.
Yeah,
if we
that
should
Yeah.
have been paying at all.
that felt like a
I
shakedown.
mean, they know who you are.
Oh yeah. Well, they know we're not from here. That's what I was thinking. Is they
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
we're not from here.
So you head in, and you have now entered Bronze Garden. Where would you like to go?
So I guess seeing the Scarlet Tower on the left, I'll ask. So what is with that place anyway?
Asking the
Do
guard
either-
you were just talking to, or?
No, to the party.
Oh,
I mean, I know
sorry.
they don't. I know they don't know, but I'm just sort of musing.
I believe we were told that was the witch embassy to the city. Heard
Oh.
that they
Yeah, I believe that's what they said.
I think the government here doesn't have a whole lot of say what goes on in there. There's some rather unrestricted magic in there.
Huh. I still don't know how to feel about the witches all told. It sounds like there are saints and sinners among them.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
I would be
that-
interested to
that
see how.
applies
Oh, sorry,
to any
Babu.
group.
Go ahead.
I think that applies with any group or
True.
large group of people. There's good and bad.
It's just,
Although
of course, taken to
I've
the
seen some
extreme
bad.
when the group possesses certain powerful abilities.
Yes, I've definitely seen
I
some
wonder
of
how.
the not great.
Yes, I'm. You don't need to go into detail, but I'm sorry. I wonder how they would react to that sword that I found.
Good question. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
I don't know if I
If
want.
they liked them or hated them, but
I don't know if I want to take up that question today, but that's a thought. Anyway, we should go and find out about those contracts.
yes, good idea.
Where
Yeah,
do we
let's
go
do that.
for the for that anyway?
Well, let's see.
Just looking at the map. What is the? I would guess either the Colosseum or what's this place? The Roost.
I'm not sure. There's the Roost and also the Dead Bell. I'm not sure what that is either.
Well, we're right near the Dead Bell, so we may as well check it out just in case it's important.
Yes, let's walk by really quick.
So you guys walk
It's on our way past the Colosseum anyway.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys head over to the Dead Bell. As you're walking over, you can see what looks like a 2-story building that kind of sits up against the wall. It has these golden banners with the symbol of the battle rights on the outside. as well as large windows with kind of little bits of stained glass inlaid and little sculptures of soldered metal on the outside that are in the shape of fists on the outside of the doors.
I have a feeling this might be what we're looking for.
May very well be. Is anyone walking by that looks like they're from here?
There's all sorts of people walking along the streets.
Can I just stop someone that... Actually, do I see anyone wearing any of the notable symbols on the building?
Make a perception check.
15.
15. Let's find out. You see one person wearing kind of the recognizable red rose of the Scarlet Tower, but does have the symbol of the battle rights on the shoulder.
Alright. I'll try and stop them if they seem willing.
Yeah, as you kind of stop, you can see this dwarven woman kind of turns to you like a kind of 5 o'clock shadow, long red hair down the back. Just turns, huh? Sorry? Can I help you?
Excuse me, I was wondering, I'm not from here. What is this place exactly? The Dead Bell.
Oh, the Dead Bell. Official offices, sort of deals with all sorts of, religious and iconography and, paperwork. Complicated stuff I don't deal with.
Would this possibly be a place someone should go if they're interested in picking up a contract? To work on a job for the battle rights?
Probably so, yeah. There's official offices in there. Everything. They got offices for all sorts of things.
Alright, thank you so very much for your time.
Of course.
Have a very good day.
She walks off.
I think this might be the place. Let's try.
Let's head on in then.
Yep.
So,
Go in.
you guys walk over and open the door to this, again, kind of nicely lit interior. There are these flame lanterns on either side. As you walk in, it's kind of well carpeted with these finely decorated... can't tell exactly what it's made of, but it has like these little pieces of color strewn across it, like it's been decorated with either a very clumsy painter or someone who definitely likes scattering paint across things.
I see.
And heading inside, you can see that there is a door on the left, door on the right, and there's kind of a little reception desk where a tired-looking half-elven man sits there. He's balding on top.
I think you said bawling. I was like, what?
No,
Yeah, me
kind
too.
of balding on his balding up on the top of his head, but he kind of has these little streaks of gray. Still with that kind of very easy, natural elven grace that's very irritating to some. He sits there with there's a small bell on the desk, and he's currently reading over some papers and looks up as you enter. Ah, good morning.
Good morning.
Can I assist
Yes,
you?
hello.
Is this the right place if we're looking to pick up a contract to do some work for the Battle Right Clan?
That it is. If you're looking to work for the battle rights, we got all sorts of things here. We got tickets for Coliseum events. We got contracts for outstanding debt collection. We have monster dispatching contracts. What are you looking for?
Yes,
That would be
those-
the one for us.
Those would be perfect.
Dispatching contracts. All right.
Got anything? Got anything? CR7.
Sorry.
Nothing. Nothing.
Sorry, we deal in Thaco over here. We rate things in Thaco still. It's long-standing tradition. Let's see what we got here. You all look, what would you rate your talents at? What do you do?
Well, let's see. Here we've got,
I point to Zephyr.
a very capable warrior and a bit of a holy practitioner. Myself, I'm a healer and warrior, the holy persuasion. And this is our resident nature expert, the druid, and
Which? Got it. Let's see.
Eridan. I don't really understand what you
Quite
Sometimes
frankly,
you do divine, sometimes you do arcane. What the hell is this?
what were you gonna say, Pabu?
Nothing.
Eridan just says, yes, generally I'm fairly good at taking a hit.
Right. And you think
Oh,
you all can handle what we got? Problems over
we-
here? It's not for
I should have
small
mentioned.
fries.
We are the Storm Crows, by the way. We defeated the monster plague.
Right, the
Blue
Storm
Veil-
Crows.
or not Blue Veil,
Okay, got it. Well, didn't think I'd be signing a contract for the Storm Crows today. This is certainly something. Let's see. Well, we got 2 outstanding things I think you all would be able to handle. Let's see here. Yes. There seems to have been a minor disturbance in one of our new mines.
A minor disturbance. Nice.
We have been handling it fairly easily, keeping it contained for now, but there's been some sort of incursion by kobolds. A hell of a lot of them as well. A lot of kobolds.
Oh.
Cobalt.
They
Lovely.
usually we don't get them around here. They know to steer clear of this place, but they've been acting weird, too little too organized for my taste.
Would I have heard of kobolds?
Oh, you've heard of kobolds. You've never countered them, but you've heard of them.
Okay.
They don't-
Probably just
The rest
through,
of us have.
Oh yeah.
probably just through tale and
Oh,
rumor.
yes. We've
Oh
done
yeah.
it.
Kobolds are real annoying. Kobolds Kobolds are the halfling equivalent of Dragonborn. More specifically the goblin equivalent of Dragonborn.
Nissa knows kobolds very intimately. Primarily their skulls.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know a little bit about them. But they don't
I-
live on the island.
I'm sorry, I just have to share. Someone was discussing the hilariously contradictory image of a kobold vengeance paladin, the flip of you are going to die versus run away.
Yeah. I also I there's a kobold paladin in my Monday group, and it's great. Except, I'm sorry, did I say kobold paladin? I meant kobolds paladin. There's 2 of them. And they're the same paladin. One of them knows how to use lay on hands, and the other one knows how to use a sword. So together, they are 1 paladin.
2 kobolds, 1 trench coat,
Yeah.
1 paladin.
One
Same
dream.
person. 1 dream. Does anyone but them know what it is? No.
Do they constantly argue over who's who? Yes. They're called To Be Ruse Day.
Wow.
What the hell is your group?
Amazing. Anyway,
Oh my god.
so 2B Ruse Days. Each individual one of them is 2B, and the other one is Ruse Days.
Wow.
Anyway, so we got kobolds to deal with over there, and let's see. The other contract we have to deal with is a very dangerous beast has moved into one of our older holdings. It's a religious site down on layer 12. Or, sorry, no, wrong one. That'd be layer 4, actually. We wouldn't ask you to deal with anything on layer 12.
Eridan will just raise an eyebrow looking back at Mord. What's so bad about layer 12?
Oh, it got flooded last week.
So I suppose that's nothing good for the layers underneath it, right?
Well, there aren't really any officially sanctioned layers underneath that, so it's fine.
Well, we heard that there was some work
Uh,
going into a layer 13, and that that was actually an area where some help with unsavory
Is-
things might be needed.
His eyes narrow. Layer 13. I haven't heard of an official contract for that before.
I think they
see.
probably just misspoke.
They
Or-
probably meant
Roll
some
deception
other
check.
layer.
Yeah, Eridan was already reacting when Mord was starting to say that.
Yeah, but
This is me making a
Notice.
deception check, right?
Uh-huh.
22.
Okay. He looks back down. Yeah, they must have meant 12. Well, let's see here. Yes, religious site, been overrun recently by a beast.
What
haven't-
kind of religious site?
Oh, just meditation chamber, I believe, for the Diamond Heart Monastery.
Oh.
But unfortunately, a beast moved in through one of the open tunnels that they have yet to close up down there. They say it ruins the acoustics.
I see.
And now they can't get it out by themselves.
What kind
Any
of monster? Or
specifics?
who should we be asking for the information about this?
If you wish to sign the contract, I can get you into the monastery and you can ask them personally about it. I don't think they have a lot of details.
All right,
Apparently,
I'll
not
be-
many people made it out.
Oh dear.
Are
I'll be
these
back in just 1 sec.
are these contracts exclusive? If we were to sign one, would we be the only group working on it, or would other people be allowed to attempt as well?
No, of course not. No, we'd be. It's not exclusive at all.
All right, that's completely fine. I was actually expecting.
Only the person who can bring us proof gets the reward, though. So.
Of course, makes complete sense.
So, do either of those interest you, or are you
Um,
looking for something a little easier?
Well, what sort of reward are we looking at on these?
Well, let's see what offered rewards there are. For the mine shaft, that's official battle right business, and I'm sure we could shell out, if you can get us proof that the kobolds are gone and they won't be coming back, and hopefully get some organization together of figuring out whatever it is that's driving them this way. We can pay you, let's see, 450 gold pieces.
All right, that's pretty good. Pretty good. And what about the other one?
And the Diamond Heart Monastery has personally offered to reimburse you for, let's see. Oh, fancy. Yeah. Well, with the, let's see, taking off the small fine for our help in connecting them with a contract, they would be paying us this amount, and you would be receiving, 600 gold pieces.
Oh, all right.
Dealing
And the
with-
kobolds were on layer 3?
Yeah, the mine where the kobolds are is on layer 3. You don't know where the religious site is.
Okay, hold on. Mine on layer 3. Oh. Monster in Holy Site. Do you know at all where this spiritual or holy site is at all?
No, I'm afraid you're going to have to talk to the Diamond Hearts Monastery about that. It's not too far away. It's probably a layer below or two.
All right. Would we be able to sign both contracts?
Are they exclusive?
I don't
Oh, I
see
just
why
asked.
not.
We just asked that.
Yeah,
I
he was-
just
Oh,
asked about
sorry.
No, they are not exclusive contracts. It's just whoever turns in the reward gets it.
Gotcha.
Whoever
Feeling
turns in,
ambitious, sure.
That's well.
Is there any penalty to not following through?
No, you die probably.
Fair
Oh,
point.
I believe he primarily meant if we don't end up completing both contracts, as in we complete one and not the other.
Or offer it to somebody else. It's no big deal. There's no shortage of fighters in this city.
All
Fair
right,
enough.
Then yes, I believe signing both would be great.
All right,
Alright.
sign here, Stormcrows. Hands over two pieces of paper down onto the table.
All right, I'll sign one of them.
All right.
Yep. Well, is there space for us all to sign?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
There's space
yeah.
for up to 6 people.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
then yeah,
On
I'll
each.
sign both.
Yeah, me too.
They don't expect single people to deal with these problems.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your help, Stormcrows. Hopefully you managed to deal with some of these problems.
We'll do our best.
Of course. Are you here for any other reasons?
Simply looking for some work, but thank you very much.
Got it. Good day.
Oh,
Good day
do you
to
know
you.
where?
Oh,
Of any one might pick up magical equipment, implements,
equipment.
spawns. That's
Best bet would probably be the Scarlet Tower, but usually they only do commissions work.
I see. Anywhere outside of the district.
Not that I can think of.
All right. Well, thank you.
Of course. Well,
and I assume if we want anything more mundane, we can head over to the. I've forgotten the name.
suppose, actually, if you're looking for magic weaponry, there's a chance you could find something in the Molten Arches.
There you go.
Oh. We'll have to give that a thought.
Wouldn't count on it, though. A lot of that stuff goes to the Royal Armory.
Ah. Well, thank you for your time.
Yep, of course. Good luck.
Take care.
Quick out again question.
Hmm?
To the southeast of the palace, what's that? The Church of the what?
A Church of the Allhammer.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
Or
Okay.
All Father. I forgot. These All Father and Allhammer are two different titles for the same person.
Okay. Alright, so... we have papers to get into the monastery, right?
Yep. You signed. You just. I mean, he didn't give you special papers. He just said, show them the contract.
Oh, okay. I just meant we had a way to get in. Okay,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah.
We could look into the kobolds. I think that one is interesting, but at the same time, fighting a horde of kobolds also sounds like a pain.
Yeah, we
Well,
also
Yeah.
Mort
we
is
don't have a
legitimately
lot of
interested in trying to talk to them, though.
yeah, and we also don't have a lot of AOE options available.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
kind of
quick question:
does the
does the draconic sorcerer's advantage to charisma checks with dragons also carry over to kobolds?
I don't think so. I think kobolds kind of humanoids, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the text is only dragons. I'm just wondering how you adjudicate it.
I might give you advantage on that
Okay.
if you're speaking.
Probably
Draconic,
depends on the
maybe.
kobold, right?
Yeah, it depends on the kobold, but
Because I'm sure some kobolds hate dragons, in which case it doesn't matter. But
yeah.
True. I mean, isn't there dragons are also like in general lore? I think they're an ideal for them, but that's not necessarily the case. Okay, cool. Just wondering. I'm still inclined towards the other one anyway.
Mhm.
so it sounds like we want to
Crux,
look
that
into
laugh.
the.
That laugh is never good.
No, I'm sorry. It's just I love.
I really
I'm
don't like
sorry.
it.
It's just I love kobolds. That's all it is. That's all that laugh was.
Sure.
That laugh was I love kobolds, and I ran more kobolds on Monday night, and they managed to social their way out of that, and it was hilarious. They have
I am actually aware of your complete and utter love of kobolds, and I love it so much because they're so great.
They have 6 kobolds that are all their friends now,
Nice.
and 2 of them are actually kind of dangerous.
Nice.
Because I went in the book. There's this. Never mind. I'm not gonna. Never mind. Later.
Okay.
Okay,
Later.
so it sounds like we want to head to the monastery and look into this monster, then, right?
Sure.
I think so.
Let's do that.
The
Where is the
monster.
monastery?
I will not apologize.
You
No,
should.
please
you
don't.
Should be very sorry.
No.
At least Carissa isn't here.
Yeah, I would be dead. Anyway.
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
at
so the
least
Diamond
injured.
Heart Monastery. Oh, wow, that's quite large. Yep, I know right where that is.
Yeah, it's
We'll head over there.
All right.
Oh, yep.
It's almost as big as the Colosseum. Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty big. As you guys head over, you saw this place. It is this. There's kind of a very tall. Imagine like a pyramid, but much taller than wide. And then it has these 4 triangular structures that are more like pillars. So triangular as in triangular top down, looking at the ground.
Yeah.
And those 4 extend up. That was a really bad explanation, but whatever. They extend up 4 of them around this pyramid, and they have multiple bridges that extend to the pyramid at multiple angles. Various doors and windows. And there's a big main set of double doors that leads into it. So, you guys head over there. And who's knocking?
I'll go ahead.
Alright, you head up and knock. And someone's making a bit of background noise, but it's not too big of a deal.
Oh, sorry. It's probably me.
It's okay.
Probably my fan.
So, you knock on the door. You wait a second. The door opens slowly and silently as this, like, heavy stone, or not stone, heavy, like, wooden mahogany door that opens up. And you see this little, looks like a halfling in white, kind of, white garb with, like, a sash across the front. And wearing sandals emerges. Very classical looking monk, except that he has very long, dark reddish hair, kind of dark brown skin, and bruised knuckles. and emerges. And says in common, "Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How may I be of assistance?"
And he'll fish around for the contract. We had been told by the administrator that you were in need of someone to look into a monster.
Ah. Let's see. May I see the contract?
And Aerodon will show him.
Takes it out of your hand and kind of looks at it. And then opens a pouch at his side and places the contract in it and closes the pouch. We will have a response momentarily.
Alright. Thank you.
A couple of seconds later, there's a small, like, yellowish stone on the clasp of the pouch, which flashes. He opens it and takes the contract out along with a small note and hands it to you.
Wow.
What just happened there?
I was inquiring. Here. And hands you the contract with the small letter. It's very short. It just says, Stormcrows of Deadbell, come upstairs. Seems you have approval.
Aerodon just shows more. That's impressive.
Very.
This way. Leads you inside.
What kind of distance does that transportation bag work over?
Any distance across this plane.
I need to get one of those.
It is a diplomat's
Nice.
pouch. A wondrous invention.
Yes.
Zephyr needs to get one of those.
The doors close behind you as you head into the Diamond Heart Monastery. The inside of this place is entirely like this kind of lightish gray stone that goes up, and you can see all the way to the very peak of the pyramid, and there are these platforms that lead all the way around the edges of the building. And there are, there are 4 floors. However, there are no staircases. There are instead just points where a stone path stops at a corner, and there is just a vertical pathway that continues upwards.
What?
And
Oh no.
the person leads you forward and takes a step forward where it meets the wall and puts his foot on the wall and just starts walking upwards. This way.
Sorry. What?
This way.
How are you doing that?
I'm gonna try and put my foot on the wall and walk up.
You feel a sudden twist in your head as gravity realigns you to the wall.
This is weird. I'll follow him up.
It certainly
Whoa.
does take some getting used to.
Yeah, I guess we gotta follow then, huh?
If there's space for it, Aerodon will take a little bit of a run up
Yep.
before heading onto the wall.
It's very weird.
Whoa.
You also see no other people at the moment. But as you're kind of heading upwards, the as of yet unnamed monk says, "So you are the Stormcrows, out of towners. What brings you to contracts in Deadbell?"
Well, we were in the city looking into another job we picked up, helping out a friend of the group. And I think we'll be staying for a little while. We're a little bit short on funds, hoping to pick up some money.
Ah, yes. Money is something we do have. It is easily disposed of to protect places important to us, however.
Yes, I'm sure a place like this of spiritual and religious importance is worth far more to you than some simple coin.
Of course. I am sure the beast will be no problem for some such as you, but I hear that the single survivor we had from the incursion, well, not many of us are fighters, and those that are do not deem it within our abilities.
I see. Do you have any specifics on this creature, what it might be?
Unfortunately, not many. Well, the single survivor we have has been out for most of the day. This happened during the night yesterday.
Oh.
And
Oh, very recent.
oh yes. Contracts get picked up very quickly around here.
I see.
But yes, unfortunately, there's been some sort of corrosive effect on this creature, as our only survivor has some serious burns
Oh,
for corrosive
that's
nature.
not good.
No,
Did it corrode weapons as well? If you even fight with them?
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. Those of us that do fight tend to use the body as its only weapon.
I see.
I see. Understandable.
If your body is your weapon, you cannot be disarmed. At least not
That's a
as
good
easily.
point. That was a good joke.
Thank you. I have been working on my humor. This way. And at this point, turns, and you are almost distracted from the fact that you were walking up a wall until you had to turn. And then on the right is the floor, and on the left is the ceiling, which is way worse.
Oh no.
Oh man, I was wondering about what would happen when we got to the floor.
Mort looks like so stiff right now. Like he is thoroughly not okay with this.
Eridan's actually, he's probably, he's experimenting with this, seeing just how it works when he hits the corners. He's probably relatively unbothered.
Yeah, fair. But as you are led along, you reach a set of doors that are, again, at this angle. This entire place is like, I don't know if any of you have ever played Monument Valley, but this entire place is Monument Valley territory right here.
Yeah.
Monument Valley?
Good. The best mobile game I've ever played. Mobile games usually suck. That's a really good game.
Yeah.
Oops. I have made a mistake. Try talking?
Yeah?
Alright, I
Words?
fixed my headphones. Cool. Neat. So, yeah, as you head over to these front doors that open outwards, you are led into this room that is normally oriented, which is nice. And as you head in, you can see a single figure sitting cross-legged at one of the windows, just staring out of it on a cushion. You can see kind of a almost yellowish green skin tone, bald head, large pointed ears sticking outwards, dressed in a simple white robe, staring out the window. And as you all enter, you can hear the figure say, "You have arrived. Excellent." The figure turns and you can see you're actually not sure what type of person this is. Not an elf, certainly. Yellowish green skin, dark marks across the face, like black paint that leads down to the chin where there's a small beard. And has a large scar across the right shoulder that goes to somewhere underneath the robe. You are here to deal with the problem in the basement, yes?
Yes.
You see the halfling bow and leave the room without saying anything. This is something I would like dealt with quickly, but I'd imagine that won't be a problem for you.
So
Probably not. It would be best if we could get some information on what we're dealing with and aim to fight it directly in the morning so we have time to prepare. It's definitely best if we prepare certain counters to any abilities it may have.
I'm afraid all that we know about it is it has an ability to fling some sort of caustic liquid at a great distance.
I see.
Our only survivor did not see the creature, but was merely struck by one of its attacks as he fled.
I see.
Unfortunately, he was not able to see it, but good news that he was that they were able to make it out alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, did they ever recover the bodies of the others?
Well, we have not returned to the lair since then, so not as of yet. That would be something I would wish for your help with as well, if you are willing.
Yes, that is something that we could certainly attempt.
If you are not, then I am sure once the beast is cleared out, we can send people down to do it ourselves. This is a great
I see no
threat.
reason why we couldn't assist with this, showing that it is something within our abilities.
We would be willing to compensate you for any additional time it may take you. Time is the most valuable currency anyone may spend.
Yes. All right. Well, we should at least scope out the area before we head
Is
on
that a
in. And we,
firework?
Yeah, it
Yes.
sounded like
Yes, it is.
It
Who
is-
the hell?
It is the 12th. These
Indiana.
people are insane.
I hate. Mm.
Don't you just love this country? Anyway.
Well, I suppose we may want to go and run a couple of errands, see if we can pick up anything that might be useful against such a foe.
Of course. Anything that would help you against acid would most likely be of assistance.
Yes.
All right. Well, if there's no more information about a specific creature, some information about the terrain and where exactly we're headed might be helpful.
Of course. Down below us, on layer 4, there is a cavern rather expansive. However, only a smaller part of it is ours. It contains colored crystals that are of significance to... The ability to meditate is greatly enhanced while within this cavern. And the wondrous sounds the wind whistling through the cave can make for quite a peaceful experience. Some of our number wish to return there for extended periods of fasting.
I see.
It is a smooth environment, so battle should not be too difficult. Although the passages
It's a,
are
sorry,
a
what
little-
environment?
It is a smooth environment, so battle and footwork on the floor should not be difficult. However, the passages do get a little winding.
Right.
All right. Is there something that you could give us to help guide us to the right place? Or
Of course,
I would not ask you to send any of your people, but if you had a map, for instance.
that we do.
Also, is there much that can be done for cover down there when you're dealing with the this creature?
If you can find a path,
Wow.
if you can find a passageway that is out of the way of the creature you face, then yes. It is a fairly...
Or what I mean is there a the meditative space? Is it a wide open space?
It is many smaller chambers interconnected by tunnels.
I see.
They are large enough for someone to make their way through, probably about only 10 feet wide at the smallest, but it is not claustrophobic per se. But cover can be found.
All right.
What's the situation down there with light?
Well, apart from the occasional glimmering of the stones, I'm afraid there isn't much natural light down there.
That's all right.
Do your people employ light down there?
Some of us do, yes. It has been known as a safe place to meditate for such a long time. This is very unheard of. This beast coming this far to look for something to eat.
Yes. Where else do the tunnels connect to?
Well, we were under the impression they had been entirely closed off. But I suppose it's entirely possible that some new tunnel opened by some foolish dwarf may have opened our tunnel to external forces.
I see.
Who is making that goddamn noise?
What noise?
It's Will.
How? What is going on?
It's fine, it's just like a fan or something. It's just distracting when there's silence.
Yeah.
No,
that's
it's
all.
not. There's so much air in my room that is being moved because I'm desperately trying to not catch on fire and die.
I see, that is pretty important overall.
Indiana's very warm.
Yeah.
So I've moved my phone out of the way of my fan, but now it's above my vent, which is blowing air up. There, I've moved it further back onto my desk. Hopefully you won't be able to hear it now, but God.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate the effort.
I'm trying so hard
I
to
know.
not make background noise, and anytime I
Yeah.
fix one problem, a new one shows up. Like,
Hey,
the
if it makes-
fireworks. The fireworks.
Fireworks.
The neighbors across the street have decided that now is the time to set up fireworks that don't even go bang, they just scream.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, if it makes you feel better, there's no possible way you can be as disruptive as of an audio person as Ian is, so it's fine.
That's
Yeah.
fair. And hey, I haven't turned into Hans's washing machine yet,
That's
so.
true. Sentient washing machine. So, what are you guys doing?
Well, Eridan's gonna. So, how big is the space work? Like, basically, is it easy to have an aside with the party?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I am inclined. So here's a thought. We do have a bit of gold on hand as it is. We're not entirely poor. We might see if we can find something that will help us out. And I'm also curious if, well, I'm not sure if I plan to keep this sword, and as long as we don't think we'll get in trouble